Turkmenistan is the best country in the world. Well, maybe not, but it sure is an interesting one. Let's check out why. Turkmenistan is located in Central Asia and has been part, even at the core, of several ancient and medieval empires. One of the most important movements of population happened between the 8th and 10th centuries when the August tribes arrived from the east, and around the same time Islam arrived from the west, thus shaping the country religiously and ethnically as we see it today. On the late 19th century, the Russian Empire conquered Turkmenistan, which meant that subsequently Turkmenistan was part of the Soviet Union until 1991. That year, Turkmenistan, as many other Soviet republics, gained his independence, but they never knew democracy because immediately Sapar Muradniyazov, who was the president of the Communist Party in Turkmenistan at the time, declared himself leader for life. And he did. He ruled the country until his death in 2006. He had a cult of personality surrounding him. He changed the names of several months and days of the week, towns, cities for his own, and the names of his family members. He even has this rotating golden statue of himself that's facing the sun every hour. The most important contribution he had to Turkmenistani culture was that he wrote the Runama, in English the Book of the Soul. It's an autobiographical book that is also a manifesto of his ideology of reviving Turkmen culture, and he made knowing the book mandatory for the whole population. The book was taught at schools and universities at the same level of the Quran for the population. And in general, he restricted several civil and political liberties, making Turkmenistan one of the most closed countries in the world. In 2006, as I said, he died. He was replaced by Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, his health minister and personal dentist. This guy, he ruled the country until last year. He was re-elected twice, both times in sham elections where he got pretty much 100% of the vote, and has been, as I said, recently replaced by his son, Serdar Berdimuhamedov, who seems to continue his repressive policies. It has to be noted though that some of the cult of personality stuff was discarded by Gurbanguly during his mandate. Turkmenistan and democracy don't really know each other, but there is a fight for democracy for the country, mostly coming from exiles. There are several exile groups of Turkmeni ex-residents who now try to get all the information they can from the country from information leaks. Thanks to them, we know that there's a food shortage problem in Turkmenistan today, because obviously no international human rights organizations are permitted in Turkmenistan. And we know that the government has had troubles in 2019 to keep basic services going, and has been as repressing as ever. One of the most important forms of repression comes from religion. But in theory, there's freedom of religion, the constitution allows it, but in practice, every non-Muslim is subject to arbitrary detentions and other humiliations. I think the hope for Turkmenistan comes in the form of any sort of revolution, and those are usually they get their fuel from economic problems like the ones that Turkmenistan is facing today.